followed that up with a 3-2 over Ouch, who was somebody that people almost shooed in for top 8, but he ended up missing out on it. And then after that, like you mentioned, the 3-1 upset over Cosmos, somebody who's historically struggled a little bit against the Ness. He got that win there, but boy, going up against Riddles, this is just one of the most intimidating presences once you stare him down in the game.
It's really scary when you're Ness, too, because I think Ness is always sort of in that short range. You do have some disjoints. You've got the, the yo-yos and the forward airs and stuff, but Terry is so fast, so agile, and hits so damn hard. Oh. If he could just burst through Ness's options, it just, Riddles, his execution, too, is so on point that he'll do 30, 40% off one interaction. I don't know. You got to imagine Syrup has got to be so careful in how he opts to approach this matchup. Let's get it going on game 1.
I think more than anything, he's hoping that Riddles will just feel a little uncomfortable playing against an unwieldy approach game that Ness offers, right? That's something that Syrup really thrives on, is catching you out of position and then getting 60-70% of a combo of his own. But like you said, Riddles is no stranger to doing that himself.
Ness is excellent at sort of floating in your face and making you think he's hitting on the 4th beat, but he hits on the 5th. It's like he's just sitting there waiting for you to drop that shield, and there, Riddles setting up that knuckle. Syrup didn't think he would go for it and kind of jumped right in front of him. And remember, Ness's second jump kind of leaves him lingering there for a second. So you might want to incorporate more air dodge to get away from Terry off stage like that.
That, and also you have to remember that you've got that side magnet available. Although that you're going to see a lot more on stage to be able to mix up that approach. Off stage, great catch there by Syrup. Oftentimes, Terry will go for that high recovery because he can use crack shoot, burning knuckle, power dunk, you name it, right? So many tools that are difficult to punish, but Ness is just barely disjointed enough on those aerials that he can actually go up and challenge.
Yeah, 108 is pretty early to kill Terry. Didn't even have to worry about the go meter. Well done to Syrup, but still so far behind in terms of percent. I remember when Terry first came out, and it felt like the optimal play was just to not be at the sides. He can't kill you with power dunk from center. And then they figured out the rising tackle stuff, and it's like, oh, damn it. The ceiling's always there.
It never ends. Yeah. That's why we need WarioWare.
True! Oh, thank God, finally somebody but me said. Thank the Lord.
I think we do need stronger counter picks, but we can get into that later. We need to talk about, again, that damage output from Syrup. 31% and utilizing that side magnet as well, but that's what happens when you burn that air dodge too early. Riddles can still follow you.
92%, Syrup getting under him with that back air into the downer. That's the second time Syrup has reversaled, or I guess just reversed. Riddles off stage. Riddles has to be more careful on how he goes off stage because Syrup is more than happy for an aerial dogfight.
I mean, Ness just lives in the skies, and that time Riddles taking advantage. He's already seen that Syrup is happy to just eat up the power waves. I had to remember what it's called because all his moves sound the same.
But I know.
To the end of the day, Riddles, the punish game always looks the same, and consistency is key at the top level, and he looked strong for that game 1 performance.
I've been watching Riddles, his run all through this tournament, and he looked somewhat inevitable in this position.
Yeah.
Maybe even for winners finals. I mean, like the kid is playing on fire. And it's so fun to sort of trace his growth and his development as a player. Starting as a Belmont player at the beginning of the Ultimate lifespan, came to fame with a DeBuzz win at SmashCon way back when, one of the most famous pop-offs in Smash Ultimate history. And now look at him on the same team as DeBuzz, Team Liquid, picking him up very recently, and his stock has been going up ever since.
I heard that Team Liquid literally gave him 24 jerseys with his name on the back.
Oh my God.
And he turned to them, he was like, I don't have room in my house for these. But I guess when you're, the kind of level of player that he is, right? Riddles is your new star on your team, so treat him right. Liquid has done that for sure.
Absolutely.
Syrup right now, though, trying to fire back as we get started on game number 2. Small battlefield, the venue, but Riddles is fine with an up-close and personal battle.
Yeah, this is exactly what he wants. This is what all the fighting game characters want, is just fighting straight up. You can see the disruption on that second jump, and he'll use the power wave off stage. He's done it before.
Oh, my
Yeah, you're not going to make it. You're gone.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate that, again, we talked about how Syrup did such a good job of edge guarding that last time, playing near the ledge, but Riddles can do that too.
Right.
Terry's not even supposed to be out there.
I love his usage of power wave off stage. God, how does he chain this stuff?
It is just endless practice. Riddles, I mean, we know him as one of the people, most of his streams are him practicing, like not even doing content or, you know, Elite Smash, whatever. Like, no, he is
the guy's
out there.
Player.
Yeah, a gamer, if you will.
105 now with the go meter on lock. He knows he can't convert it there. Ness a little bit too high in the air. So we got a little bit of damage, but Syrup, oh my goodness, terrible DI on that.
Wow, okay, really nice recovery through. I think that Syrup may have wanted an up smash there, and instead, Riddles catching a gift on that tower spot up tilt.
Oh, this is so scary. Terry has you back to the ledge. You have to land on stage with the forward air, and he does, gets away with it. There's another one. Terry's gone. Go meter off the table. But it almost doesn't matter, man. Riddles' conversions are just out of this world. He'll find a way to get a stock no matter what. 115 now.
You go to locals, you meet some Terry players that will, you know, you can tell they're very reliant on getting like crazy go combos, but
dunk,
Riddles just sees that as a bonus because he's like, if I'm playing well, I shouldn't be up there in the first place.
Exactly.
Whoa! And that tipper back air, giving him the kill as well. Syrup down to 1 stock remaining in this game too already.
Terry just so strong here. Doesn't have a jump though, had to burn it, is able to air dodge through. Syrup kind of missing these edge guards, has the right opportunity in the right position, but not getting anything. That
first missed edge guard was definitely on him, right? Mistiming that downer, but the following two was down to Riddles changing up. He did light burning knuckle instead of the heavier one for the maximum distance, and so he stops a little shorter, and Syrup's out of position to punish.
It's a triple thunder. 2 of them are gonna hit, but the final hit of dash attack, and Syrup has almost brought this all the way back. 45%, not terribly high.
Woo! Knocked off stage again. Riddles loves these ledge trap scenarios, but
so
Ness,
scary.
He's very mobile coming off the ledge.
Yeah, Ness is able to use that double jump. I've seen him catch so many people with that flash as they try to stubbornly land. Riddles trying to end the game with that up air. Have to imagine that would have converted into rising tackle, but can't land it.
And now that PK Fire giving Syrup just a little bit of ground control, and Riddles struggling to find that final confirm. You better look out.
Oh, bounces to the platform, and Riddles giving him some help going even higher. That was tragic. Tried to go to the side as an escape. But even then, I feel like Terry can hit that dash attack. I don't know if it would actually KO or if he would get the soft hit, but regardless, bounces onto the platform into an up smash. Well done to Riddles, now up 2-0.
And it's a pretty well-confirmed lead, right? Where I feel like even though the games have ended pretty close in terms of, you know, Syrup kind of got Riddles to the kill percentage if he gets something big, but Riddles has not lost control of the game at any point. It seems like at worst, things have kind of been at like an even neutral level, but most of the time, it seems like he has been commanding Syrup's presence.
Right. Oh my God, and you see it there. He actually did the spot dodge attack into, right in the face of Ness forward air. Just absolutely disrespecting that move. Huge disjoint, and now 80% almost, 91. Riddles tearing away here in this game 3.
It happens so quickly in the blink of an eye. He can be at kill percents, but Syrup, he is not going to blink in the face of danger. He is happy to keep that Terry in the corner, and I think the biggest thing that he's had to change up is that he initially loves to play very reactively, but he's kind of had to set up a lot of traps and try and dictate where Riddles is going to end up, rather than just kind of letting him have the run of show.
Huge power dunk there, not enough to kill just yet. Stuck at the ledge, what's the play? Yeah, just rising tackle, just catch him on the way back.
This is kind of what I'm talking about, that, you know, Syrup doesn't get the opportunity to play reactively. That's Riddles who gets to do that because he's putting Syrup on the back foot, and the pressure just continues.
Yeah, it just keeps mounting again and again. Riddles just kind of runs at him and does this damage. It feels like Syrup doesn't have a response for it.
Like he's doing gymnastics too. Like it's hard to keep up with what exactly the moves are that he's hitting you with because he's tumbling all over the place. And by the time you react to where you are, it might already be too late.
And even there, you saw Syrup trying to roll through Riddles. That's an easy autocorrect turnaround into a jab. Riddles is looking undeniable on his way to winners finals here. Just needs one more stock from Syrup. Syrup doing a great job off stage earlier on in the set, but even that doesn't really seem like it's working anymore. Riddles is just getting around him now.
I feel like Riddles has definitely done this song and dance with the Nesses before, right? That he's had to figure out again, when you're very mobile like Terry, you have big hitboxes to throw out. Ness is going to struggle with that because your spacing needs to be so precise playing, I mean, really either of the side kids.
82 to 76. Europe, maybe not long for this world if they can't get out of this corner. Big dash attack trying to push Riddles out. Think about the fact you got to contend with not one, but 2 go meters here too.
Yeah.
And Riddles will hit those conversions, just needs one down tilt, maybe a jab.
You can also sense how the tension gets so high when that go is there. And the crowd maybe getting a little loud. The people behind Syrup who want to see this upset happen. Well, he was down 3 stocks to 1. Now it is 1 to 1. And we know that Ness can do some crazy things, Cody.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know where this is coming from Syrup. I feel like this is the first time we've seen up air all set, but he's stringing this together. When did this start turning around so heavily?
Slow and steady wins the race in the hands of Syrup, but instead, Riddles will turn it around. It looked like he was going to bulldoze him. Syrup gave him a challenge at the end, but the set ends in the way that it seemed it would. A 3-0 victory for Team Liquid's newest player and Toronto's finest. Their first-class player moves on to winners finals.
Felt like a frog in a boiling pot for a little while. It was getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and it felt like Riddles might have been cooked. But at the very end, he hops out and gets rid of Syrup, knocks it down into loser's bracket. Riddles will join Onan in winners finals. Well earned and well deserved.
Once he gets his phone, that's an important thing to have. We've seen Cola lose his glasses. We've seen Riddles almost lose his phone. Randall, like the Shy Guys literally are just picking up your things and moving them around.
Yeah, very mischievous in that way. But well done to Riddles, going to advance on. Fortunately for Syrup, I mean, we have 2 very young, very talented players in both Syrup and Onan in this bracket. Onan will advance on to winners finals. Fortunately, Syrup will not join him. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of those replays and watch Terry dance all over the screen, man. This guy's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Riddles, I mean, you mentioned it. The damage output is one thing, but the fact that he never really misses those opportunities to get those kills is what really makes him so special. We saw Syrup put up a good fight in a few of these games, but at the end of the day, he had a much harder time getting those finishing blows, and Riddles is just as consistent as they come.
It does feel like Riddles just sees the game in a different way. I just don't feel like any Terry is doing it like this. And you see Very at the end, and you see Riddle shaking his head. Even there, I mean, there is nothing fancy about that final kill. Just jab, jab, power dunk at the